We all know it, Loki is ridiculous. And that also makes him ridiculously fun. Uh-oh, looks like I'm swapping between 2 and 4 bars again. That's not ideal. What also isn't ideal is I just got up. I barely slept. I haven't eaten. I have to poop, but here I am playing the good old BH. What does that say about me? I'm obviously not addicted. I have it under control. It's just, nah, I kid, I joke. I honestly have like 2.3 hours logged in the past 2 weeks, okay? It's not a problem. It's not a problem. But I just felt like it today. I've been having a weird week, so I just wanted to play some Loki, okay? Also, this 2-barring stuff is really strange because it doesn't look like I have any input delay because like 1 out of 10 packets is like 4,000 ping. So it doesn't make any visual change, but it feels a little weird. There it is again, just jumping back and forth. What's going on here? Hopefully that fixes soon. My ISP is not being the nicest to me right now. Also, I don't know if you could hear it, but my toilet is running right now. What is going on in the egg dupe household? Let me just fix that real quick. It's okay. I'm back. I actually made it. Also, since this is Thunder Guard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am playing a dangerous game here. Okay, well, I'm back on stage. I was gonna say today I was feeling like it's gonna be a day where I only talk about the gameplay, but what gameplay? And it's so loud, and the 3 and the 4 is back, is the bars is coming back. Okay, just reset to the 4, just reset to the 4, and then 1 every in like 10 inputs is gonna be dropped, and that's fine. Don't even have to worry about it. Given my mental state at the moment, I feel like that's just the right thing to do. We're up against a diamond opponent, so I'm gonna be prepping to do some strings and to wait for some dodges. It actually doesn't look like they like to dodge immediately, so I'm gonna do like a 1-2 wake up hit, and then I'm going to, they're dead. Everything is okay. Seeing how they played in the first stock, I'm guessing they're gonna go for a lot of wake-up attacks, so that's what I'm gonna punish after Okay, you know how I said I was gonna talk about the gameplay? Like, what am I supposed to do? But yeah, I'm guessing like right after they dodge, they probably go for instant attacks. They also probably don't dodge all the time. Let's see. Dodge into... instant attack, there it is. Okay, so the read like was correct, but it was like maybe a bit slow in terms of my timing there. That's okay. I tried to say. But yeah, if we're going back to the actual commentary, there are some habits that you can notice in the first stock of games or even in the first couple interactions that tend to carry over for other stuff. I'll talk about it more in a bit. Subscribe now. There are some things, particularly on offense, that you can look at that tend to be pretty good indicators of people's defensive habits too. Like if they're really intent on attacking right away, like this person seems to be, they're probably going to dodge down and also probably going to attack right after dodging. You'll see? Yep, like that. And so you can really take advantage of those things, even if you, where am I going? I think my brain wanted to end sig and my body did not want to be around anymore. And that's what happened there. I mean, yeah. Okay, since we got a fresh opponent and a fresh 2-bar, all right, we're back to 4, it's okay. Tell me why it still feels like 2 bars though, that's the worst of it. Okay, whatever. Okay, a wake up attack. So now that we know they wake up attack, let's see if they also instant attack after dodging, and there it is. You see, there's a couple habits, even if you're not getting the dodge read itself or a dodge interaction itself. Like right there, I thought maybe they'd dodge in, but no, they just did a GC, which is typical because that was a wake up attack as well, and there's the dodge in because they panicked off stage. There tends to be overlaps of habits, and with weapons like scythe, you can really take advantage of that. There's your one actual proper tip of the day before I inevitably get derailed once again. Like that, for example, I read the dare, I just didn't have the movement or the distance on my unarmed to actually beat it, but there's a lot of stuff you can do like that, especially off stage. If people tend to dare immediately, you can interrupt with weapon tosses, get a nice KO, a nice knockout. That's the same thing. Since we know they're very wake up heavy, which is just attacking immediately, like that, for example, right after getting hit, you can do a couple things to beat that. Number 1 is you could go for an attack yourself right away to try and punish that. Number 2, you could just get out of the way, let them do the attack like I just did, and then punish the next move. That's why people always say to mix up your options, don't be too obvious. Like right here, I'm going to attack right away because that beats the instant sidelight, and the next time I'm just going to wait for them to attack, and we'll see the difference between the two. Gonna hit this dare, they're probably gonna wake up, and there it is. Use that in your video games, hopefully that's of assistance. And for once, I'm not gonna throw this up. Since I know they like to wake up attack, I can probably do strings that are even more brutal. You know what I mean? Like I could go for a sig punish or something like that. We'll see. Not that I know any specific Loki strings or anything like that. This is literally my second time playing him, but the weapon toss is gonna help me here. Okay, I guess it did. This player likes to dodge down, and that's like one of the classic, ooh, let me get back to the action right away. So I'm guessing their offense is gonna be similar. You know, not every player is like that, especially as you climb the ranks higher and higher and higher. But offense and defense does tend to line up a lot of the time, because they're not necessarily two completely unique, distinct states, because at the end of the day, it's still the same person. I mean, look at that. They're just trying to fast fall, get back into the action, and then once they saw they got punished for it, they went back to their default, which was the dodge down. So I ended up getting 3 hits when normally I might have only gotten 1 had I not seen that earlier. You know, this is the power of dodge reads. That's pretty much the TLDR of all of this. I'm surprised they didn't die there. I actually don't know how high this ceiling is. Maybe I can get one of these. They're gonna go to the right. I'm getting out of the way here. Thank you very much. Like I said, that's not going to work for everyone. It's not going to work for every situation. It's more so just observing patterns that tend to be, or they tend to line up. They tend to go together. And that's really what a lot of dodge reading is just analyzing patterns and then picking an option that you think will best fit it. End of the day, you're playing against people, and people change, people adapt, their emotions affect what they do, what options they go for, when they panic, when they don't panic, when they feel comfortable, when they feel uncomfortable. There's a lot that goes into it, but generally looking at simple patterns can help potentially in maximizing the odds that you're able to get a punish and everything like that. I should be dead here, but sometimes you get lucky. We're back to 2, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, we're back to 4. It's okay. At least I'm not TPing everywhere and they're not TPing everywhere. It's just like a lot of input delay, which you can't even see in the video, which I honestly prefer because I'd rather have a clean, like looking video than feel okay at the end of the day. I don't know if that's healthy. What I haven't done yet, and I'm kind of shocked that I haven't, is I haven't shown off the active input of the scythe NSIG because yesterday I literally forgot it existed and then I forgot it existed until just now today. So maybe if I do like a downlight setup, might be too high HP for that though, but like an endlight into NSIG potentially. It does kill like kind of early, I guess, relative to his strength, but yeah, no, not yet. We're not talking Jiro, okay? Maybe it's too ambitious for that. But because this mine is here, I'm thinking they're probably going to want to go upward. I'll just NSIG. I'll just run into it, okay? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm guessing they thought the weapon toss would blow it up, but I'll take it. But yeah, the scythe NSIG does have active input, which means if you hold up while hitting it, you're going to send your opponent up, which is really good because if you don't know, if you're getting hit by a big move, like a big force move, and then you land on the ground, your head bumps against the ground, your launch speed actually gets reduced. So you don't want to spike into the stage. That'll just make it kill a lot later, which isn't a concern because you can just send them up into the sky. The other thing that I forgot about is I really want to get a sky gimp with that move, the katars down sig, because it sends up if you don't do the active input. That move also has active input. If you hold forward, speaking of inputs, that was a misinput. If you hold forward, it spikes, and if you don't hold forward, it sends upward. And thank you for sending me upward. But I feel like since this person is really intent on getting back to the ground, if I hit them up, yeah. I don't mean to overload you with info here, but like certain other habits, like wanting to get back to the ground very quickly, that's also something you can look at based on fast falls or dodging down or something. I don't know if I'd qualify the down sig that I hit as a gimp though. I guess by pure technicality, I killed earlier than I would have otherwise, or maybe earlier than I was supposed to, so you could call it that, but they were already in the red. What I'm really talking about is hitting it super high into the sky and then sending up with Junior Snake Boy 229. There's always more days, there's always more chances. I actually do have to go in like a couple minutes, so maybe I only have one more game. I had fun today. I had a great time. Definitely a lot calmer, definitely a lot less manic than last video. Maybe recording on all-nighters is a bad idea. Let's give it one last hurrah here. One more stock to close it out. If I can actually maybe close it out right here with an edge guard. I'm gonna go eat breakfast. I see you. Don't move. It's so funny how you didn't listen to my request earlier. And now... And now, I will cry.